It's a working man I am. I've been down underground. I swear to God, if I ever see the sun, or for any length of time, I can hold it in my mind. I never again will go down underground.
Few Cape Breton coal miners would say they loved their work, but those in the Men of the Deeps love to sing about it. Singing with the Men of the Deeps allows miners to tell others about the fear of life underground.
You never know when the roof is going to come in. You never know when the machine is going to buck you. And they show no mercy, neither one. These fears are always there. You know, as a young man, 24, I didn't think that, you know, I even knew the word fear, right? At least I wouldn't admit it. But I did go in the coal mine, and my wife, you know, said, "How is it, Jack?" "Yeah, no problem." You know, you don't let it play on your mind.
My brother went into the mines when he was 18. My father worked 39 years. His father actually lost his legs in a mining accident. He was run over by a coal trip and lost both of his legs and died poor because he was a miner.
You're lucky to come out with a, you know, healthy and no limbs missing or whatever, or hurt really bad. You know, people did get hurt really bad a lot of times. If you can come out in half-decent health, you're lucky, so.
Goodbye to Buckeye and White Sycamore, I'm leaving you behind. Oh, I've been
Poor pay, bad working conditions, accidents, and regular layoffs built strong bonds among miners, bonds that brought miners together like family.
And you've got a great camaraderie and buddy system in the mine. In the run of a shift, I may push you out of the way and save your life, and it's just, you know, this is daily occurrences.
Somebody said that's a strange tattoo you have on the side of your head.
They're always watching out for one another because you're in a different world when you go underground. So, you know, there's so many dangers, like from roof falls or gas or whatever it may be, you know. So you have to be in a frame of mind. Not just worry about yourself, worry about everybody, because something you do could injure somebody else.
Well, I got no job and I got no pay, just got a worried soul, and this blue town.
Nipper and Jack look out for each other somewhere else, too, on stage with the world-famous chorus, the Men of the Deeps.
So Johnny said, "The Uncle, what happened?" "Oh," he said, "those people in Toronto." He said, "They're awful ignorant people." "How's that, Uncle?" "Oh, I tell you, you know, it was just awful." He said, "I was sitting in my room having a relaxing evening," he said, "and they were pounding on the door, and they were pounding on the ceiling, and they were pounding on the walls, and the horns were blowing, and the phone was ringing. Oh, my God, Uncle, how bad was it?" "Well," he said, "I tell you, it was that bad, I could hardly hear my bagpipes."
Well, the Men of the Deeps is a group that First, I enjoy singing. I love the music. The camaraderie of the men, it's so close. When we all get together and on the bus, touring and stuff like that, it's just a good group of guys. It's also a great opportunity to get out of the pit for a while, out of the dangers.
We're very, very close, and we look after each other. We have a guy in our group that's 81 years old, and devil may care, nothing can ever happen to him, and we want to take him on every trip, and we look after him.
Had 9 kids from a good, kind wife, died all young. Now I'm...
There's probably no better way than to keep history alive than through song. No, song is almost as good as a history book, because once it's written down, that story is there, and it always remains. And people tend to remember history more through songs.
Cape Breton's coal mines will soon be history. Within months, the last of the island's coal mines will close forever. the men of the deeps will never again go underground.
I certainly am angry because I think I was led into, as most other miners, into a false sense of security. I'm 47 years old, I have a grade 8 education, and I don't know where the future's going to take me. Angry? Yes, very angry, yeah.
Can't even buy a pair of shoes in the Waterford. You have to go to Sydney or some other place. We only have a few small stores. We certainly have a few taverns and liquor store and churches and legions and stuff like that. But we have a lot of spirit, but we don't have much of a future.
At the age of 64, he'll greet you at the door, and he'll gently lead you by the arm through the dark recess of the mind. He'll take you back in time and tell you of the hardships that were had.
It was always a very touching and emotional song. Now when the words "I never again will go down underground," and that's relating to me now, you know, personally. Like I say, the song always touched your heart, but there's a different twist to it now, you know what I mean?
Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood.
I spent most of my youth not sleeping, waiting for my father to come home from the pit, thinking that he was going to be dead or killed in an accident. My sister's boyfriend's father was killed in the mine. I always had that fear as a kid and lost. I still can't sleep to this day because my body has created that habit, thinking of him being in the mine, and just my heart would pound all day long waiting for him to come home. Well, it wasn't fun, you know. It's not something that I would want anyone to do, and now we don't have to worry about that anymore. And my kids won't have to worry about that, and my brother's kids won't have to, and that's a good thing, because a coal mine is a rotten place.
You know, when you see your dad or your husband going to work in the morning, you don't know if you're going to come back or not. It's a stressful life, you know. So I'd say some people are glad for that aspect, you know. They're probably worrying about their future in another way, but they're hoping probably the future will bring something that's safer.
Whatever future that brings, there's one thing the men of the deeps can count on.
Who are they with shouldered lamps, who crouch below the saggy roof, on rigs that hurry down?
Miners are close-knit people anyway because of the work. Yeah, there'll always be that camaraderie, and small towns look after one another too, you know.
We're 35 years young now, and we're busier than we've ever been. We've just auditioned 5 new guys, some of them in their 40s, who have been in the mines and left and went to other jobs. Some retired, and there's always a crew of people waiting to get in. And as long as we have a director interested in fostering new material, etc., there'll always be Men of the Deeps.
Gonna never again